All right, welcome back. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Talk It Is Football podcast. And let's be honest, guys, a lot has happened since we last met. We had a good match week in the Premier League, and of course, we had Champions League. Um, and quite the excitement in Champions League, well, I guess for one match. The other match, not so much, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's first start off with the excitement. We had a derby up in Italy. We had the Milan derby. Now, this match, for me, I don't know about you guys, but it was a bit underwhelming.
It was kind of sad. I mean, it was always going to be because Leao.
I mean, it's just one player though. I mean, I say that not taking anything
Take off
away.
Haaland from Man City. What happens? Take off De Bruyne.
I mean,
Okay,
we have
so
we have Julian.
no, yeah, but like you're not going to be worried if you're going into a Champions League semi-final without Haaland. You wouldn't even be a little bit worried.
With how Julian has been playing, honestly speaking, if Haaland was missing, I
Come
think
on,
Julian
Marcus.
held it down for us. Nah, I think the guy has 15 goals with the scrap
Come
time
on,
we
Marcus.
give this season,
Come on,
bro. I'm
Marcus.
sorry.
Like,
I think
okay.
he's not going to give us 50,
Let's
but
not talk about Haaland. What about De Bruyne? Okay, would you be comfortable going into that Real Madrid game without De Bruyne?
oh heck no, not comfortable at all.
Thank you. That's my point. That's exactly my point. First of all, let's look at Milan's attacking team. All right, they're all right. Let's before I even get there, let's look at like how their coach wants them to play. He wants them to be a possession based attacking team. Okay, good. Now, what do you need to be that? You need good wingers that can possess the ball, preferably fast wing backs who can run the channels, and they have that in Hernandez, you know. But the most important part of this, just like when Jack Grealish finally found his form, and look at how Man City's clicking because they have a left winger. They have someone at left wing who can play. It's so look at Man City. They have Vinicius. Look at Inter. Well, Inter plays a little different, but they have Lautaro Martinez that picks up the ball at all kinds of positions, and then Dzeko and Lukaku just have to stand there and tap the ball in. Like you know what I'm saying? So
I don't
yeah,
discredit Zico's finish. It was a little bit more, impressive than a tap in. That was a lot. His volley that was difficult. That one time
why
volley.
I don't give extra credit to someone for doing his job. You're a striker. You're supposed to
That's
score.
crazy.
Anyways, what I'm saying is,
That's crazy.
but you see AC Milan. AC Milan is set up similarly, not the same, but similarly in the sense that their focal point of our attack, like Lautaro Martinez for Inter, is Leao. So it comes from the left, and they have a similar, like older generational striker who is deadly in front of goal. I mean, mind you, Giroud can't like can't sprint faster than my 5-year-old nephew. But hey, if you put that ball in front of him, in front of the net, it's probably going to be a goal. But the thing about that is you need someone to get him the ball.
All right, so with how negative with how negative you're sounding, I just have one question to ask. One follow up question. So for you, it's wraps. It's over for AC.
It's over. Without Leao, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Wraps. It's done. It's over. Lautaro
Is
Martinez.
there any chance for Leao to make the second leg?
I hope so. They need that guy badly. Badly. Like, if you just saw his reaction just sitting on the bench, not being able to get. I've never seen Leao so distraught. Like every time you see him, there's a smile on his face. He looks like a happy camper. He looks like he's happy to be out there. This is the first time I've seen him. He's sitting on. Even normally when he's sitting on the bench, he's talking with his teammates. He's laughing. He's giggling. No, he was man. He looked He looks sad, distraught, defeated. All those words. So it doesn't look good. Does not look good from AC Milan at this point.
Well, I don't know. It says there might be a bit of a chance here.
No,
Um,
I say if there's even a chance, please. But right now, as we stand right now, they're down 2-0 to their
no, what I'm saying,
greatest
no, what I'm
rival.
saying is, there's a chance for Leao to play. So now, if Leao plays,
Right,
right? So
right.
that
They
Leao
have a
plays,
chance.
you don't think they're coming? This deficit is enough for them to come back.
If
It's undeniable.
Liao plays, they have a chance, but I don't think it will
So give
be
me a
enough.
percentage. Leao plays. Give me a percentage.
As, well, I have to assume that he's not going to be playing at 100%, and he hasn't been playing in like the recent weeks. So,
Nah, I don't think if he plays the
right,
second leg, I don't think he's gonna play anything up until the second leg. So I think he's gonna be
right,
at
no, right.
least 80%.
That's
I
kind
think
of
he's at
proving
least
my
gonna be
point.
80%.
But he's not going to be match fit.
Nah, I
This
think
is
he'll be
this is your
he'll be
greatest
at least
rival
80%.
in history. No, he'll be 80%. So that's why I'm saying percentage. Taking all that into consideration, I'll give them 30% with Liao.
30%. So yeah, it's a done deal for you. Wow. Shanks, are you just like your fellow Chelsea fan?
Um, well, without Liao, they're not going through.
He's not going
Okay.
anywhere.
With Liao, they're already 2-0 down,
There's a chance, but
and they'll have to rush him back, and maybe he won't be like completely fit for that game. So I
it's not
think
going to be match fit.
I think it's gonna be like a 15% chance
Damn.
because
Gee.
because Inter have had their number all season, and
Yep.
they've been beating Milan. So I think Inter just have like just a huge advantage going forward, and it doesn't look good for AC
Yeah,
at all.
and it seems like Lautaro Martinez picks out these AC Milan fixtures to have a game. I mean, he wasn't on the score sheet, but he was doing things that don't show up on the score sheet. So like he always does, like I expect him to.
Yeah,
So here's what I'll say.
but
Here's what I'll say. Now, I believe in modern medicine. It's evolved and
And
it's come
who?
a long way. In modern medicine.
Oh, modern medicine. Sorry, I thought you were
Yeah.
some player that I
It's
haven't
evolved
heard
and
of.
it's come a long way than it used to be back when some of the greats used to play. I mean,
Mhm.
even back from 2001 when Zinedine Zidane made his move to Real Madrid. The medicine from that time compared to this time is still a vast difference. Even though it's still
Yeah, miles ahead. Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
you never know. The man, if the doctors are able to get this man to a point where they have no worries about him playing,
No, I mean, I hear
well,
you. I believe he'll be 100%. Like if he's playing, he'll probably be closer to 100% health wise. I believe you on that. But he's not match fit. The only way you get match fit in any sport is to play said sport for a consecutive amount
yeah,
of games. That's the only way. I'm telling
fair
you,
enough.
he's not. He won't be match fit, especially if that's the first game he's coming back. Oh, he definitely won't be match fit.
Okay, so for you to feel better about their chances, he would have to play coming at the weekend.
Like, yeah, at least one game in the
All
weekend,
right, so
just to
I don't
just
think
to
he's
at
going to be able
least
to play at the weekend.
get back into that. You know what I'm saying? In game mode, because man, practice is one thing, but the game, and then Champions League against your arch rival. So I will feel more. I'll give them 45% to come back from the goal deficit. 45 if I see Liao play at least one game in over the weekend, just one.
well,
All right.
they have modern medicine has 3 days to get him fit for the next game, and 6
No, it's not happening.
until they're back in the Champions League. So I don't know. They say it's a thigh injury, so it must be pretty painful if he can't even make the bench
Yeah.
for the biggest game of the season. So I think AC are finished.
And
Sadly.
the thing with those injuries are, I've had those in like when I played lacrosse in college. I know too well, especially a midfielder, nagging injuries. So I think it's calf. groin, and thigh, and then hamstring. Some of those don't go. Most of the time, they don't go away by you playing. You have to like sit out and rest it because yeah, like let's say it's not to the point where he like can't play at all. So the fact that he's sitting out this game is like he has to like sit out just to like let it calm down because it's probably flared up that badly. Now, given that he's sat down maybe for like 1 or 2 weeks, like it's definitely gone down significantly, and he'll probably be able to play. But the caveat with that is every time he plays, creeps back.
Okay,
He's
word.
gonna start feeling it. He plays a game over the weekend. He's gonna feel it. He plays on it. He's gonna feel it. So that's the thing with those injuries. You really gotta like monitor it and make sure that it doesn't flare up too much. Because man, once you saw what happened to LeBron James' foot. He had to sit up for 2 months because it flared up so bad that they were like, if you don't sit up, you may not be able to play again. So yeah, that just thigh injuries are touch and go. Sometimes they don't come back, but most times, especially a muscular injury, it'll if you play with it, you put it under stress, it'll flare up.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess time will tell.
Mhm.
Last thing on this match before we move on to the other big match of the I say other big
Yeah.
match, only other semifinal that existed. Uh, Leao, speaking of the devil, he signed a new long-term contract at AC Milan,
Ooh,
5 years. Now,
congratulations.
as Chelsea fans, and this guy being your number one target, may I get your
Well, he's my
comments?
number two target now.
Well, all of a sudden, now he drops to number two.
Well,
Who's your number one?
because remember I guess I hadn't said this to the people yet, but recently in our group chat I had moved Lautaro Martinez to my number one target. So
That's crazy.
Leao was my number two. Yeah, but
So you think you're gonna convince Lautaro Martinez to pull up?
yeah, for sure.
Well, actually, you already have Lukaku on the team,
He's a
so it
young
would
boy.
make sense.
He's a first of all, Lautaro Martinez is 24. Give him 2 years. He'll be sick and tired of Inter. He'll want to leave so bad. Don't worry.
You already have Lukaku on the team. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe that might be the key to getting the best of Lukaku in a Chelsea shirt.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I don't know how much this is worth, but Lautaro Martinez is one of our top striker targets. I mean, right next to Aussie man. That list came out from a very trustable source, who is like he was well.
Put money on that list.
No, I did not see Colomwani on that list. I saw on my sources list, um, he had Lautaro, Ozyman, and some other players that I hadn't heard of their names. And then he had who's this Wolverhampton midfielder? Um, the midfielder from Benfica that Wolverhampton just got like last year.
Oh, I don't know.
Him. They had him. And I was crying and begging for Chelsea to please get him. Well, we needed midfielders ready to play now, please. And then
Did you say Wolves or Southampton?
Wolves. I think he plays for Portugal. His name can't come to mind. I don't know why. But like he was going for like 67 million, and Chelsea thought, oh, that's too much. Oh, really? Cucurella for 60 million? So you can't tell me that guy. I don't know why.
Talking about Ruben Neves.
No. There's another one.
That's what I thought.
Nunes. Yeah, Nunes. Man, he can play, man. I mean, then checks. You watched that goal against us versus Wolves. Who scored the goal?
Nunes, I think it
He
was.
scored a brilliant volley. Like, he can play. And I was crying for us to get him 2 seasons ago. Yeah.
Well,
Oh well.
I don't mind like Lautaro. Obviously, I would prefer Osimhen, but the solution to the Lukaku problem is just to send him to China or Saudi Arabia, please. Let's just
I
end that
agree.
relationship.
I'm so done with Lukaku. You can tell, bro. You can tell Inter is done with Lukaku. They just don't know. They just don't know how to tell him.
The guy was injured this season. That was so harsh.
They're playing him out of respect. If they really valued him as high as you said, why not bring him back? Why not sign him? They're like, no.
Expensive.
We're good. We're good.
Exactly. No. Don't say exactly like he was expensive. Like he's just no. You do realize when he left Inter the first time when you guys bought him, you guys gave him a raise. He cost way more than they were originally paying him.
Marcus, if Lukaku was that dude, it doesn't matter how much he costs. We know this. We know
it does matter how much, because the reason why he was able to leave in the first place was they had to cut off some of their squad because they were paying too much in wage bill.
Then why did they bring him back on a loan to buy option?
Better question. Better question. Why is he being benched for a 37-year-old in the biggest game of the season?
Man was injured all season.
That's the question of the
He only recently just came back healthy. He only recently just got healthy now.
No, he's been healthy for a couple of months straight now. He's been healthy for like 2 or 3 months.
He scored a couple of important goals for him. Remember, he scored the penalty for them in against Benfica. So he's been back. It's just he hasn't been starting or playing much because they also realize he's like never in shape. So we can only play him so much because number one, he's never in shape. Number two, if you play him too much, he's gonna get injured because number three, he's never in shape. Does that answer your question, Marcus? Sometimes there's a reason for injury.
All you want. I'm just waiting. I'm just seeing when he came
stays
back.
Injured and he's never in shape. What more do you want?
The fitness thing is definitely capped because looking at his appearances, he's made appearances every game since like March. So it's like, yeah, he's started a bunch of games. He just not good enough. Let me see how many goals he scored. He scored a decent amount. It's like 6, but that's like 6 like 25 games.
Send him to Tottenham.
He can go to Tottenham.
Send him to Tottenham. Watch him kill you guys every time in the London derby. Send him to Tottenham.
I'll trade him for Danjuma.
She is sick. And on that note, we move on to the other semifinal of the Champions League, one that definitely had all the headlines. Real Madrid versus my club, Manchester City. Now, the one thing as a fan, the one thing I can be the happiest about is the first leg being at the Bernabéu because, it's always tough going there. It's always tough playing there, and we have some bad memories after last year. The way we balled it last year at the Bernabéu, I'm just glad we can get that one straight up out of the way. And you could see if watching the game that Pep thought along the same lines. Once we hit the 65th, 70th minute, and by that time, score was tied up 1-1. KDB had already done his wonderful strike of a goal and saved us. My hero.
Keep disrespecting my boy.
This is. Man, you know what?
No, you can't. You still on the. He should be benched if he's playing bad.
Listen. Okay. We've already been down that road. It's already been proven. You have your hill you want to die on. That's fine.
I made my point. I rest my case.
All right. There was an article that was
actually sorry. Kevin De Bruyne made my point for me. So
yes, the point being that sometimes a stint on the bench could be good. Refreshes the juices, refreshes everything, refreshes the mind.
Now you want to use Pep Guardiola's talk.
Is he not my manager?
I want you to do manager. What Marcus was saying.
Do you have a manager? You're talking all this talk.
Yeah, Frank Lampard. 3-1
Okay,
win.
how's that working out for you?
The other day, 3-1 win. 3-1. That's what happened.
Right. When was the last time you won?
Lampard is 1-0 in his last one game. That's 100% win.
Exactly.
Continue.
And the last week.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Anyways, the big boys are speaking. Nonsense. You guys don't even have Champions League next year. Anyways, now 65th, 70th minute, you could tell Pep was very happy just to go back, go and finish that first leg 1-1. You can see that why he didn't make any changes, any subs. And at first, I was upset that he didn't make any subs. But then thinking about it, the last time this was, I believe, the match we played before we had that deciding Premier League match against Arsenal. We were leading up against that squad 2-0 or 3-0 actually 3-0. I think it was Leicester. We subbed Haaland at halftime. We subbed all these people at halftime. Brought in all these people. Next thing you know, we start conceding goals like it's for fun. 3-2, and it could have been bad if whoever, I'm pretty sure it was Leicester, was on their day that day and could score goals. So that being said, and in our recent history, I can't blame Pep for just being like, you know what, we got 1-1. Let's chill out. Let's take this to the bank. Next leg is going to be back in Manchester. We'll finish them off there.
Well, as far as Real Madrid playing English teams, they've won. They've won every single game they've played against Liverpool, against Chelsea, and now they're coming back to England again. So we'll see.
They lost.
I think you can like say, your team is all tactical and get it set up. Real Madrid just need vibes. Like once Ancelotti does the eyebrow thing, Vinicius is just gonna score like 2. So I don't know.
They lost one game. They lost one game to Liverpool, Shaqs.
Did they lose?
The tie. They lost.
No, they beat them. They beat them twice. They beat them 1-0 and they beat them 5-2.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Listen, we're not loser pool. All I have to tell you is I'm not concerned because we beat them at the Etihad last year. So all we have to do is remember how it felt to do it last year. Remember how it felt going into that match. Let's just replicate everything that took place. If you had a hot dog for breakfast, you better damn right this day have another hot dog for breakfast. Nothing must be changed about this process.
I don't know.
Must be changed about this result.
I don't know. I would change something if I was Pep, but I'm not Pep, so clearly me and Pep don't think alike. So
I mean, I think it's a completely different system they play versus last year, and Haaland obviously Alvarez. So yeah, it's not going to be the same type of game.
No, but I don't know. I don't think this is a game for Haaland. A series for Haaland. I would start Alvarez in the next match.
Well, Rudiger pocketed Haaland.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Rudiger was on him like white on that Real Madrid jersey.
We'll call it tit for tat because my guys did a great job guarding Benzema and Juventus. So, hey.
I just feel like something was off with Benzema and Rodrigo connection. It wasn't really quite happening quite like I've seen. Vinicius had to carry them. So yeah, you could say similar about them, but I feel like that Benzema. I don't feel like you pocketed him. It's more like his connection just wasn't there because he still had like there was that one chance that he was in on goal, but Rodrigo played the pass too hard. Like there was just little things that like if it's a better pass, if it's a better touch, he's through.
I mean, I can say the same thing. I can say the same thing about Haaland and Bernardo Silva.
No,
I mean there was some miscues. There was some miscues on intention that Haaland misread. The clearest one where Haaland they were on a break, we were on a counterattack.
I remember that. Yep,
Haaland still got the ball, but all Haaland had to do was run far post. He got confused and just stayed in the center of the box, and he overshot across.
I think that was a different one. That was a different one because there was another one that I was saying that like in that play, Julian Alvarez would have created a better chance with Kevin De Bruyne. There was this one break where Kevin broke and then he was like, he was taking up space, getting closer to the defender. So he saw that it was Rudiger, right? So Kevin, being smart as he is, he knows he has a little bit of pace, so he tried to see if he can like at least get his body in front of Rudiger and draw some kind of foul. But it's Rudiger. Rudiger is too fast. So Kevin recognized that, and the thing is, Haaland didn't see that. That Haaland figured, oh, it's Kevin. He can take this guy. So he already started running far post. Julian Alvarez would have recognized that and come short to him because that's where Kevin gave it. He gave it short for a 1-2. But Haaland didn't see that, and Kevin turned the ball over. Just things like that. I'm just like, man, Julian Alvarez would change would change life in that attack. I'm just saying.
No, that's just you're right, but that's just also due to the way the type of person that not person rather, but the type of striker that each player is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and Alvarez is more of an agile striker. Haaland, if you're able to stop him from getting a turn on you, then you're pretty much safe.
Yeah, which
and
like
majority of the times that fails
Joe
because
Gomez
he's not able to get the
that.
space. He's just gonna outmuscle you, so he can force his way and turn at you and come at you.
Or use his speed.
Now here's the thing: Militao didn't play because he was suspended.
Good for Real Madrid. He's a fraud.
Wow, it's crazy. With the
I'm serious.
He's the
serious.
He's the second best defender in La Liga this season.
No, he's not.
You can go look it up.
I would take that guy in Barcelona. I would take Rudiger. Then I would take that guy in Barcelona.
Was actually number one.
Araujo.
Yeah.
I would take Araujo over Militao, man.
Araujo is actually number one.
I would take Badiashile over Militao. I would take Fofana over Militao. I'm telling you, he's not very good. He's covered by Alaba and Rudiger. Trust me. He's suspect. That's all I can say. He's suspect.
So it's most assuredly almost 100% certain that he's going to start next week over.
Oh yeah. They respect Militao. He's one of their vocal leaders. So yeah, he has to.
So with that being said, with Militao,
almost 2.0 though. That's all I'm saying. Literally.
So with Militao and Alaba as the partnership, you think Alanda's going to have an easier time?
Not Alaba. You need Rudiger in there. They're going to start Militao.
No, they're not going to start. They're not going to start Rudiger. I don't think they're going to start Rudiger.
Why wouldn't they?
Because he's the one that came in to replace Militao.
That would not be smart.
I mean,
he'll lose.
You do realize Rudiger doesn't start normally, right?
That's fine, but I'm saying if they start Militao and Alaba, they will lose to Man City. Haaland's going to score 2 goals. No, I'm telling you what's going to happen. No, right. But I'm telling you, if Carlo Ancelotti doesn't watch film and make the big boy choice to bench Militao, Real Madrid will lose. Mark my words. I'm just telling you, bro.
Shakes, you feel as strong as this guy?
Okay.
Well, I don't think this is Chelsea bias, but Rudiger is like he should be starting over Militao in that defense, especially in like a huge game like this. Like I would definitely start Rudiger.
You should
like,
not start
there's
Militao,
a reason,
man.
Militao is I mean, Rudiger is just as vocal as a leader as Militao, and I think he's better football wise. So
he's a better football.
I think if they had been playing Rudiger more often, they would have won more games in La Liga. I really don't think Militao is better than Rudiger. Plus, Rudiger is faster. I mean, you saw what Rudiger did to you guys in that final. And you saw how he took out De Bruyne. We need him to do that again at the Etihad. Take him out. Take out Haaland. He's possibly the only one who could probably even match up to Haaland and like try to fight back against that strength, or even if it's speed too, because Rudiger is actually really deceptively fast. Like I used to think it was slow.
Shags, I would take you back to the Real Madrid versus Chelsea game. First 2-3 minutes, how Felix gets a breakaway. I don't know if you remember that. First minute, the match of the Bernabéu. Do you remember that? The breakaway.
Not
All
sure.
right.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm
I
not
remember it
really
because
aware with
we missed so many chances in the Champions League that I remember damn near everyone. First 2 minutes, how Felix gets a breakaway against Militao, just runs behind him. I mean, nobody within a mile of him. Of course, he hit the post because we couldn't score a goal. We couldn't buy a goal. But what I'm saying is, he's not good, bro. He's not good. He falls asleep and he relies on his athleticism too much. Yes, Militao, we know you're fast, but can you play? He's Sergio Ramos 2.0. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you.
Let us get Militao. You know, they used to say the same thing about Kyle Walker. Now look at him. Let us get.
No. Pep will make him, because of Pep's system, obviously. Look at Akanji. I knew Akanji would be great in Pep, but if Akanji goes to Man U or
Hold on, wait. Oluwa
No.
fortune teller. Ain't no way you knew Akanji would succeed,
Yeah, I did.
bro.
I wasn't surprised.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a Manchester City fan. Once I saw the notification go across my phone, and I saw Manchester City signs Manuel Akanji from Borussia Dortmund. I'm like, if this ain't the most random signing at the most random time, I don't even know what it is.
Let me tell you why. Because I watch a lot of German soccer. Borussia Dortmund games when Akanji was there, bro, they were top 4 because of Akanji's presence. The games he didn't play, they were terrible. I'm telling, and watching the game, right? I think it was Akanji and Mats Hummels. Bro, you would think Mats Hummels would be covering Akanji's mistake. No! Mats Hummels is old and ran down. Akanji, he was covering everything. Because Borussia Dortmund, can you name me another defender on their back line?
Not
I don't
anymore.
think so. That's what I'm saying. It was only Akanji that was holding it there, bro. Trust me. I knew Akanji would be a really good player wherever he went. Now, I knew that, if he's going to Man City, oh my God. Yeah, he's going to be great. Because he already had those intangibles there. He literally was their back line. I'm not even lying, bro. He was Borussia Dortmund's back line. He allowed what's his name, Matt Hummels, to literally go up into attack because he can cover so much ground. He's an amazing player. Really? Tell me I'm wrong, Marcus. He can cover a lot of ground, and he's very, very good on the ball.
Oh no, you're absolutely not. Honestly, the only thing, the only thing I'm mad about is the Ake injury really hurt us. If we had Ake,
yeah, Ake, because Ake is like, I think he's your only left-footed center back, right?
Yeah, but we play him at left back, and he's been phenomenal for us. At left back.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because of the fact that he's a center back, you can switch. Like, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I see how you be like. Sometimes Pep would like drop John Stones and go into a back 3. Sometimes he'll bring him up and go into a back 2. So having Ake out there makes you being able to switch.
We had to make sure John Stones stayed at center back and put Akanji on the left. If we had Ake, we would be able to bring Akanji inside, let John Stones go be more forward, be that defensive wall along with Rodri in front of the back 4. If that was the setup, I'm telling you that Vinicius goal from the middle ain't happening.
I mean, so it's only fair, right? They are gonna bring back in the fraudulent center back. You're missing one of your better center backs. It's only fair.
Well, hold on. I'm not sure if Ake will be healthy enough for that one. So
No. I said you're missing Ake, and they're bringing back a fraudulent center back, and they're taking off a viable center back. So it's only fair.
All right, last thing on this match won't be official predictions because we'll do that. We'll save that for the next recording. So I'm pretty sure we'll record the next episode before the match is officially played. So we'll get initial percentage feeling. What you feeling? If I have to give it, definitely 60-40. Actually, no. What am I saying? 70% Manchester City.
Okay. I thought the way we're talking, we're going to go 95%, but only 70%.
Ake, you know, is a big one. Is a big one. You know,
He has you worried
if
like that.
yeah, bro. If by the time, bro, because you don't, I don't know if you've been watching our games as closely,
Rodrigo
bro.
is
The
dangerous.
man has been
I
doing some
agree.
team-saving tackles. The space the man is able to track. Granted, there's a lot of times he's the reason he puts himself in that situation by mishandling a pass or whatnot. But
Because he's so confident in his in his
exactly
recovery. Yeah.
because when it clicks, it clicks. So hey, if by the time the next recording comes, I hear some good news and he flies, he actually makes the plane to Madrid. Yo, that thing is going up to 85, 90, bro.
What kind of injury is it? Do you know?
Calf. It's a calf injury.
There you go.
He'll be fine. He'll play, but like I said, muscle injuries, calves, hamstrings, thighs, and groins. They don't go away. You can play, but it's not going away.
Exactly. So we'll play him with Kyle Walker. You know, we'll let Kyle Walker handle Vinicius, and he can handle Rodrigo. Rodrigo is not as fast as Vinicius.
No,
Look,
he's not.
I'm gonna say the same thing Zach said regarding Liao. I think if you guys rush him back and he's not 100%, you're definitely gonna lose that game because Real Madrid are no joke. I think Aki is very good in that system, but he's not a star that that you must have in your team in order for Man City to win. He's not like a Reece James at Chelsea or Theo Hernandez. So I don't think
I can agree with that.
I don't think rushing him back into the team is going to help at all. I think it's just keep playing your Stones and Akanji and all the other bums in that defense. So
Because, like I said, Real Madrid's gonna hand the game to you by playing Militao. Y'all be all right. If my prediction is predicated on Militao. If Militao starts, congratulations, Man City, on making the Champions League final. That's all I have to say. I mean, if you want a percentage, all right. Right now, I'm like 85% Man City because you just told me Militao is going to come back. Rudiger is gone. But if that's not true, then I'm 85% the opposite way. So we'll just have to see. It all depends on if Militao starts or not.
All right. I guess time will tell. We'll wait until next week.
Well, it's showing him as fit right now. So
who?
Yeah, Militao.
Oh, Militao was just, of course, he didn't have an injury. He was only suspended because of accumulation of yellow cards.
That's why I'm 85% the opposite way, because you've seen how Real Madrid's been doing during the season. Up, down, up, down, up.
There's no up.
Honestly,
unless the up has been Champions League, because that's where the only up has been.
Yeah. I mean, they're in second place, right? They're second place in the league. So it just shows this.
They don't have second in the league.
I would say for me,
third. Okay. So yeah, up, down, up, down, up, down. Not consistent enough. That's exactly Militao's play. I'm trying to say it literally shows in Real Madrid's record. He's not a consistent player. The one game you need him to play well, man. If How Felix had scored that goal, it's okay. So it's okay. Just calm down. It's okay.
Right.
I'm thinking it's more of like a 51% Real Madrid and like 49% Man City.
49%. It's your hate talking. Don't worry.
I'll give Real Madrid.
I'll give Madrid the that extra 2% because it's Real Madrid.
It's your hate talking. That's what I said. It's your hate just had to come out and be like, no, we can't give Man City that extra 1%.
Facts.
Yeah.
You can't.
All right.
They don't deserve it.
All right, that's fine. Time will prove you'll be proven wrong soon enough. But on that note, it's time for quick reactions to everything else that went on in the world. Like I said at the beginning, we had a lot that go on. So taking it in the Premier League first, we had a couple relegation battles. One was a serious fight between the bottom of the league, Nottingham Forest and Southampton. That one in
What
the
a
fourth.
game.
That was
Yeah.
a fact. What a game. Honestly, I honestly thought Nottingham Forest was gonna bottle it because they were up by 3 very, very early on. And then Southampton started coming back. Let me not say Southampton. Romeo Lavia and friends started coming back because something sparked and he was just like, by force or by fire, we're coming back. So leading the way rather, he got his team back to with the he didn't score any goals, no assists, but for every goal he was definitely in the build up. Definitely a part of it.
Romeo Lavia is on that list for Chelsea targets. I mean,
That's fine, you could buy him.
who is
We have a buyback clause in 2014. You can buy him.
Well, if
the
we buy him, that clause it gets expired.
Hold on. Let me bring up the exact.
That's how it works. Like you have a buyback clause, but if you don't use it and somebody else signs him, the
someone
buyback
else
clause
signs
is
him,
null and void.
buyback clause. Yeah, it gets expired. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only for the Saints. You're right. 2020.
But yeah, that was quite the game. And then Manchester United. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised they're losing to a relegation fighting team. But hey, it's just more Manchester United things, you know.
I mean, we should have seen this coming. They
Yeah.
flopped. They bottled it against Spurs literally the week before. So
And they might just lose the fourth place to Liverpool.
might
They might.
looking
Liverpool's
at the
one
rest of
game
their
behind them.
There's a really big chance they bottle top four.
To Liverpool.
I'm
I'm
looking at
telling you, no, it's not just that they bottle it to their greatest rival. After losing to them 7-0, you bottle it against Sevilla and you bottle top four to Liverpool. Ooh, man, I would not want to be them. I'm a Man United fan.
Before we move on, what are the chances they bottle top four? I think it's 75%.
95%. They're gonna bottle it. They're gonna bottle it to Liverpool. Liverpool has found their groove.
I'll give them a
Liverpool has found their
70%.
groove.
I'll give them
70?
70%. Yeah.
70. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe
All right. Next one, we're looking at Everton, Brighton Hove Albion, another top four faithful who just got utterly smacked 5-1. Now, this may have been the surprise of the year because I could not see this coming from Everton at all. And they were like, from the moment the refs started the match, they were at their necks and they did not let up at all.
Yeah, I mean, this has been the issue with Brighton's system. That's why, like, I mean, everybody was hating on Graham Potter. Oh, he hasn't won. Oh, he's conceding goals. Well, Brighton's system isn't meant to keep goals out. It's meant to put goals in. Hopefully for their team. But for either team, Brighton's system leaves them vulnerable in the back. It always does. That's why Chelsea, when we're going on our goalless drought, we managed to squeeze a goal in with Conor Gallagher off a crazy deflection. Because Brighton, they allow goals in. The place that they normally beat you at is when they press you and they force you into mistakes, and that's when they're at their best. That's when Brighton is Brighton. But if they can't do that, they let goals in like crazy. I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised more that it was Everton, if that makes sense. Because I would expect it if like Brighton plays Brentford or like you know one of a team that's closer to them in talent. That all right, wasn't their day. They couldn't win the battles up front, and they let a lot of goals in. But no, Everton, that's a red flag, Brian. Yeah, I'm just saying. It may be this end of the season, but it's small margins when you're trying to make top four or Europa League or you know what I'm saying. Every game counts. So if you lose, if you lost 2-1 to Everton, all right, you wipe it off. You go home. You're like, all right, that was just they're in relegation battle. We fought hard, came up short, but you lost 5-2. You have to go back to the drawing board and reassess a lot of things. I must say.
They've never made European competition before in club history, so as long as they make at least what seventh, that's Europa
Yeah,
Conference.
yeah.
So they're definitely gonna be active movers in the
I just feel like we started to like give them a lot of respect because of like how this season has gone for them and like the poise that they've been showing through like really big games. They beat Man U. I mean that's not really a big thing, but hey, I mean West Ham beat Man U, so it's not like oh my god. But what the point I'm trying to make is like I feel like we've given them they've earned that respect because they've had some really good wins, but this Everton loss.
Thanks. Anything from you?
Well, I mean, yeah, everything has been really good with Sean Dyke. They're out of relegation zone now. I was not expecting them to win that game 5-1. I think, like, maybe 1-0, 2-0, but like, yeah, Everton, they're fighting for their lives. And, yeah, they managed to really just torch Brighton. As far as Brighton goes, I don't think they really have to reevaluate everything. I think it'll be better for them to just, see what went wrong and just move forward and try to not think about that game because I think that's a one off against like a really bad team in Everton. But Everton have been playing well.
That's
So
why
going
it's a red flag.
forward,
I understand.
yeah, going forward, I think they're gonna be fine. Definitely easy finish in that 7th spot. They might
Yeah.
still even finish. They have their 2 games in hand. If they win them, they're gonna be above Tottenham. So it's like it looks like they're gonna be in Europe next year, and
That's why I'm saying
that's a huge that's all that matters for them as long as they're in Europe next year.
if they wanted to make top 4, if they had any interest in making top 4, they had to win that game or not lose 5-2.
Yeah.
That's my only point. Like I no, for me they're penciled in at 7-8. They're in Europe, but I just thought that hey, maybe they could make a push for top 4. No.
I think top 4 might be a bit too soon. Top 4 might be too soon for them because
yeah, no, absolutely right, absolutely.
Yeah,
but Newcastle, I know I've given all the credit to Eddie Howe, for his team doing wonders with that team, but I gotta go in on Eddie Howe. All right, I have to. Yeah, I have to.
That was a tough match against
No,
Arsenal.
I don't like the match. Bro, you really gonna start Murphy and what's his name and leave Almiron and Saint Maximin on the bench against Arsenal?
There's reason Saint Maximin stays on the bench, bro.
No, there is not. Not if you're Newcastle. Not if you're Newcastle. There's no reason at all. Not even a little bit of a reason. Who did they bench him for? I think they benched him for. Okay, they started Joe Willock, but like
Joe Willock has had a much better season.
He's not a left winger.
That's where he's been playing. That's where he's been playing for the majority of this. Actually, no. They started Isak on the left.
I think
they started Isak on the left.
Okay, I think that's because they brought off Callum Wilson. All right. But what I'm saying is, not starting Saint Maximin and Almiron. What are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? Like, I understand if it's against any other team that is not in top 4, but bro, this is like this 2nd place team. You just let's just bench our best players. It doesn't make sense. And he did bring them on later on in the game, but it was too late. Like they couldn't do anything. And when he did bring them on, Saint Maximin and Almiron took over the game. They were creating chances. They were getting crosses in. Arsenal could not. They just wanted that game to be over. So I'm confused.
I don't understand that either too, because like bringing them on at 2-0 down is like
it's too late, bro. The damage is done. They're not gonna be able to do anything. The team's morale is gone. Like what? Yeah, Eddie Howe got to eat the crow on that one. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not even gonna give Arsenal any credit. Arsenal played like Arsenal. Matthew Odegaard is freaking amazing. Like I already knew he is. But this is on Newcastle, man. They just gave that game to Arsenal. Man, yeah, it is what it is.
All right, fair enough. All right, last match we'll touch upon for this episode. And we did, hint at it a little bit earlier in the show, but it's such a monumental event just due to just the sheer awful season this club has been happening. But one Chelsea Football Club finally got their first dub of the season against AFC Bournemouth. 3-1. Although if you look at this, if the neutral were to look at this scoreline, they would think Chelsea absolutely bossed this game against Bournemouth when that was absolutely 1,000% not the truth. Because on this day, the better team actually lost. But Bournemouth flogged you guys. They deserved. You should be ashamed of yourself. You know what, Shex? You've already shown me that you didn't watch the game. But you, Zach, I know you watched the game. You can't be holding your head proud after that show.
Why would I be ashamed of my team that won the game? Okay, first of all, for the record, I agree with you, Marcus. Obviously, Bournemouth played better. Obviously, they deserve not to lose that game. But the way we turned it around in that second half, I gotta say, like, for once, we it's not that we didn't play well. It's just that like for once we showed. Yes, you said something. Fight. FIG. Thank you.
You showed fight and honor in the badge.
Bro, even when, because the worst thing was the best thing happened. The best and the worst thing happened to us in like a minute. We went up. Kante assist, Conor Gallagher. Everybody's feeling good. Then they sliced our line like butter.
So it's just a joke for the next 35 minutes.
And equally next brilliant goal. And the first, and you can only see it on every Chelsea player on that pitch. Everybody's head went down. It was like, oh no, here we go again. But the second half, Frank Lampard stuck to the lineup. He didn't make changes too early. He gave the boys a chance to at least. I'm not even gonna say that he thought that they could win that game, but he wanted to see if, like you said, Marcus, what was that FIGHT word again? What was it called?
Fight. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. He wanted to see if the boys showed fight, and they did. So which allowed him to know what kind of substitutions needs to be made. That's why, what did he make? He made attacking substitutions to go and try to win the game rather than just, all right, we'll just settle for the tie. No. Frank Lampard said, Kai, nice job on wearing the defenders down now. How Felix, go make a play. Sterling, go make a play. Ziyech, I need you, buddy. Ziyech came on looking like prime Messi. I couldn't get the ball off of this guy. He was doing Ziyech things, if you know what I'm saying. Playing around with defenders, flicks, tricks, and then Badiashile. Of course, man. Of course, Shanks, it had to be him.
Tell me you have some shame. Shanks, tell me you have some shame.
No shame. It's a win.
I don't think it's whatever happened in that game is not something we should be ashamed of, because at the end of the day we won the game, and that I'll never be ashamed of how my team, especially when we've been starving for wins. Like we've been starving for wins all season. Everybody has looked like Man City against us.
Wait.
So for us,
Shags, for us, before you get to wins, can we fight? Can we score a goal?
Exactly.
Just leave wins alone. Just leave the wins. My mentality going into watching that game was, can you guys fight? Can I see some blood from the other team? If you guys lose this game, somebody better get a red card. There better be a broken leg. Somebody better get a broken eye, red eye, broken nose. Something's got to happen. But they won the game. They showed fight in the. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Bournemouth, they kept on coming. They kept on attacking. They kept on coming, especially on the right side. I believe Ashpilicueta's side, which I can't blame Ashpilicueta. I mean, the guy is what, 36, 37. Like, he shouldn't be playing full games, at least full matches. He should be spelling people, coming on for Reece James in the 80th minute, things like that. Like at this stage, that's part of our issues. But besides that,
well, yeah, like once again, Marcus, we showed fight. We scored 3 goals. We took our chances, and we won the game. Like we did not deserve to win. So that's nothing to be ashamed of.
Time out. You said once again. You haven't been winning at all this season. So where's the once again? Why are we mentioning things that weren't? You started off, you're saying once again we showed fight. You haven't been fighting all
season. Is that what I said? I did not mean to say that.
That's what you
said. I said once again in like repeating myself from what I was saying.
I think that's what you meant. Yeah. So no, like Marcus, you said it. Like Shex said it. I mean, Marcus, the game that you lost against what? Tottenham, right? The was it 1-0? The 1-0 loss against Tottenham, right?
Yeah.
That Rodri looked like he did not belong on anywhere on a soccer pitch.
His only bad game of the season.
Right. So my point about that game is, like, I watched that game and like Tottenham actually kind of dominated that game. But like it's not like Man City just bent down and just said, all right, today's not our day, just because we get. And mind you, Man City looked awful. They couldn't make a pass out of. Since when can Man City not make a pass out of the back? That they looked awful. But guess what? Y'all could have easily lost 3-4, 5-6-0. That was the game to lose like 4-0. Am I wrong, Marcus? Tell me I'm wrong, man.
Wait, I won't go so far to say it's like that, but
y'all look pretty bad, bro. Y'all look pretty bad in that game. Y'all couldn't build from the back. Am I wrong?
No,
it looked bad. So that's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying y'all found a way to win, but y'all didn't just give up. And that's the difference. My team had been giving up. We lost, 2-0 to Brentford, 3-0 to Arsenal. Like, just simple plays that, hey, mark your guy because Odegaard has already scored from this position. Don't let him score from that position again. Oh, and he scored from the same place again. That just shows we don't even want it. We don't want to be on that field. We don't want to play. We don't want any part of that match. But as Shaq said, and you said, for once through this terrible, terrible season, we showed like we had something to fight for, and we actually went out there and we fought, and we're like, yeah, we're not a Stamford Bridge, but we're just better than you, and we're just gonna beat you.
And going forward, hopefully, like we can beat Nottingham Forest, and because the next 3 games are not easy at all. So maybe we can pick up.
I think
what's going to look like our last points of the season.
We can win these next 3 games. Doesn't matter. Man City doesn't matter because I know Chelsea. I know that is how we play. We haven't always had like the most prolific goal scorers. Drogba, Costa, that's 2. And they're gone. The way we win, the way we won the Champions League final was how we played against Bournemouth. Because that's how we normally play. Yeah, we may be out of the game, but we ain't backing down. Or sorry, not that we're out of the game. We may have conceded a goal or whatever. We made some mistakes, but we're still in it. We're still gonna fight. You're still gonna have a game on your hands. Real Madrid last year. Ask them if they had it easy when at the Bernabéu. That's the Chelsea I know. So if we play with that kind of tenacity and conviction and veracity of that second half of that Bournemouth, we'll beat any of these legs teams, any of them, even Man City. Telling you.
Well, I hope we do.
There's no better way to end a podcast episode than one hope, as misplaced as it may be. We'll see you on the next episode. As always, thank you for listening in this long with us. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, all that good stuff. And until next time, peace.
Peace.